Good day everyone. Today we are diving into our strategy overview for Grab. To set the stage, our presentation focuses on three core pillars that define our current market positions. First, we explore the strategic scope, analyzing how Grab continues to scale its hyperlocal ecosystem across mobility, deliveries, and digital financial services right here in Malaysia and Southeast Asia. Second, we address our core thesis. As market leader, our growth is no longer just about user acquisition. It is about balancing aggressive regional expansion with sustainable long-term profitability. Finally, our presentation guide outlines how we will navigate through our financial milestones, operational challenges, and the ultimate strategic roadmap designed to drive sustainable shareholder value.
Financial performance measures are the indicators that show how well a business generates profits from its assets and resources. So for Grab, these measures are crucial because they reveal whether the company is achieving its financial goals and staying on track for long-term sustainability and growth. So there are five main areas of the assessment. The first one is financial health. So it reflects the overall condition of the company, while profitability highlights its ability to generate profit from the operations. The third one is efficiency, so it shows how effectively Grab use their resources to produce results, and the liquidity measures the ability to meet short-term obligation, and finally, value to shareholder demonstrates the company's capacity to create a long-term wealth for its owner. So why it matters? Together, these measures provide a comprehensive view of the performance, so they help the management and the investor determine if the company is financially strong, efficient, and sustainable. So, most importantly, they show whether Grab is on the right path to deliver growth and long term value to the shareholder. The first financial performance measure is revenue growth. Revenue growth refers to the increase in a company's revenue over time. It's an important measure of business growth and market performance. For example, Grab's revenue grew by 24% to $653 million in the first quarter of 2024, showing a strong growth in its operations and services. The objective of revenue growth include three main points. First, it measures market growth and customer acquisition, showing how a Grab attracts and retains users, merchants, and drivers. Second, it helps evaluate business strategy by assessing whether the new initiative and expansion plans generate financial returns. Third, it creates shareholder value, demonstrating future earning potential and boosting investor confidence. The benefit of revenue growth are also clear. It indicates market success, showing Grab's ability to compete against rivals like Foodpanda and Gojek. It increases investor confidence since the investor often see revenue growth as a sign of a future profitability, and it supports better decision making since it helps the management of Grab to allocate the resources to high performing activities. However, there are disadvantages to consider. So revenue growth ignores cost and profitability. So sometimes high revenue doesn't always mean high profit, especially if the expenses rise faster. So it can encourage aggressive expansion where the management often spend too much on the promotions or incentives, affecting the cash flow. And lastly, it is affected by external factors such as economic condition, inflation, and competition, which may distort the picture of the management performance. The next financial performance measure is adjusted EBITDA. So this tool is a measure of operating performance. It excludes interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, giving a clearer view of how the core business is performing. In the first quarter of 2024, Grab reported a positive adjusted EBITDA of $62 million compared to a loss of $67 million in the first quarter of 2023, showing improved operational efficiency. So the objective of adjusted EBITDA are threefold. First, it evaluates core operating performance by focusing only on profits from Grab's main business activities. Second, it allows comparison with the competitors by removing differences caused by financing and accounting policies. And third, it supports management decision making, helping assess profitability, control costs, and plan future investment. There are three benefits. First one, it provides a clearer view of operations since it highlights the earning from Grab's core activities. It also enables better industry comparisons by giving the investor a fair basis to compare Grab with the rivals. Last, it evaluates management effectiveness, showing how well costs are controlled and strategic succeed. But there are disadvantages. First, it ignores important expenses like interest, taxes, and depreciation, so it may not reflect their actual profitability. Second, it can overstate financial performance, making the company look more profitable than it really is. And it lacks standardization since different companies calculate adjusted EBITDA differently, reducing the comparability.
Now, I will explain on non-financial performance measure used by Grab. Non-financial performance measure refer to indicators that evaluate a company's performance beyond financial results. These include areas such as customer satisfaction, service quality, operational efficiency, and sustainability. For a digital platform like Grab, these measures are very important because business success depends heavily on user experience and service reliability. Financial results alone do not fully reflect how well the company is performing in delivering its services. Therefore, Grab use non-financial indicators such as monthly transacting user, safety performance, and ESG initiatives to support long-term growth and sustainability. The first non-financial performance measure is customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is measured through Grab's in-app rating and feedback system. After each service, users can rate their experience, which provide real-time insight into service quality. The objective of this measure is to ensure customers receive consistent, high-quality service and that their expectations are met. It also helps Grab identify weaknesses and improve continuously, while strengthening customer loyalty. One key advantage is that it provides immediate feedback, which allowing quick improvement. It also enhances Grab reputation and support better decision making using real data. However, this measure has limitation. Customer feedback can be subjective and varies between individuals. It can also be influenced by external factors such as traffic or weather. In some cases, feedback may be biased or incomplete, which can affect accuracy. The second non-financial performance measure is driver and service performance. This is measured using KPIs such as acceptance rate, cancellation rate, response time, and driver rating. They are linked to incentives and penalties to ensure accountability. The objective is to improve efficiency, reduce delay, and maintain consistent service quality across different locations. It also ensures driver performance according to company standard. The advantage include better service reliability, improved efficiency, and stronger driver accountability. It also helps Grab manage operation more effectively. However, there are some disadvantages. Strict KPI may create pressure and stress for driver. It may also not fully consider external factors like traffic condition. Additionally, focusing too much on target may sometimes affect service quality.
I will explain how Grab Holdings Limited apply building blocks model in measuring its performance. The building blocks model consists of three main components, that is dimensions, standards, and rewards. This model is suitable for Grab because it operates in fast-changing digital platform industry where both financial and non-financial performance are important. Through this model, Grab is able to improve service quality, encourage innovation, maintain operational efficiency, and achieve long-term business sustainability. The first component is dimension. Based on Grab's ESG report, three dimensions are clearly reflected in this company operation. First is quality. Grab continuous monitor customer rating, service quality, and safety performance. According to the ESG report, 99.9% of rides were completed without any reported safety incident. So it shows Grab's commitment to providing reliable and safe service. Second is innovation. Grab has evolved from a ride-hailing application into a super app by introducing services such as GrabFood, GrabPay, GrabMart, and AI-powered technology, including the AI driver companion and merchant AI assistant. It is to improve customer experience and operational efficiency. The third dimension is flexibility. Grab allow driver partner to choose their own working schedule and provide programs such as the Women Drivers Program and Grab Access. It creates flexible earning opportunity for different groups of people. The second component is standard. Grab established clear standard for safety, service quality, customer ratings, and compliance with its code of conduct. The company also strengthens data privacy and cybersecurity to provide a secure platform for all users. This standard help maintain consistent service quality and build customer trust. The last component is reward. Grab motivate driver partners and merchant partner through performance incentive, bonus, and promotional campaign. Besides financial rewards, Grab also provide training program, business development support, and access to financial service to help partners improve their skill and income.
I will be explaining benchmarking that used by Grab Holdings Limited. Benchmarking is the continuous process of measuring an organization's products, service, and practices towards the most similar competitors or the leader of the industry. First, the internal benchmarking. Internal benchmarking involves comparing similar corporations, departments, or geographic segments. Because Grab operates across multiple countries in Southeast Asia, the company benchmark operations on city level against one another. The right matching algorithm efficiency, customer response times, and driver retention strategies optimized in Singapore are benchmarked and adapted in Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur. Next, I will be presenting competitive benchmarking. Competitive benchmarking focuses on comparing an organization's performance indirectly against its competitors in the industry. Grab consistently benchmarks its service features, commissions rate, and user interface toward its main competitors such as Goto Group and Foodpanda. Grab can strategically design targeted promotions and adjust its pricing algorithms to ensure its price propositions remain more attractive to customers. Next, I will be presenting functional benchmarking. Functional benchmarking is the systematic process of comparing processes, practices, and performance within specific business functions, not only with industry peers, but also outside of its industry. Grab benchmarks its performance against global tech giants and advanced banking institutions. It's developing its digital financial service such as GrabPay and regional digital banks such as GX Bank. Grab utilizes functional benchmarking to evaluate its digital onboard speed against top-tier global fintech platforms. Last is the strategy benchmarking. Strategy benchmarking is the practice of comparing an organization's long-term strategies, operating models, and performance drivers with industry-leading companies. Grab benchmarked the historical diversification strategy of global multi-service giants such as Uber global expansions. The high-level benchmarking helped Grab to develop its long-term corporate sustainability, align its business model with international environment social governance standards to sustain long-term investor confidence towards their company.
Moving to our conclusion, which synthesizes our performance and market positions. Looking at the overall picture, we can draw three definitive conclusions. First, under market dominance, Grab has firmly established its position as the clear market leader, successfully outpacing regional competitors through our deeply integrated super app ecosystem. Second, regarding resilient scale, our recent financial milestones such as strong double-digit revenue growth highlight earlier prove that our core operations are robust and highly adaptable to changing economic conditions. However, as a key takeaway under strategy imperative, we must acknowledge that high revenue alone is not enough. Moving forward, management primary focus must shift from purely chasing top-line volume to strictly optimizing our cost structure and securing consistent bottom-line profitability. Our first recommendation is for cost optimization. Cost optimization. We recommend a structure reduction in heavily promotional incentive and a sharp focus on streamlining regional operating expenses to protect our cash flow and margins. Second, under ecosystem expansion, we should aggressively scale high-margin verticals, particularly our digital financial services and premium B2B merchant solutions, to maximize the lifetime value of our existing user base. Finally, regarding governance and ESG, we must ensure all expansion plans strictly align with local regulatory framework, such as the Malaysian Companies Act, while embedding robust risk and management practices into our daily operations. By executing these three pillars, we will not only safeguard our market leadership, but ensure we will consistently deliver long-term value to our shareholders. Thank you.